Today's video covers sparking the short squeeze, share price expectations, price accelerations, and more. First off, we're at a 78% dark pool 30 minutes after the bell. I'll just explain why AMC is down $545 today. AMC immediately received 77% dark pool volume, 2.5 million or 2.6 million hidden. 214,000 hit the NYSE after a few strong days of price discovery. Obviously, there's more. As we said, the off-exchange volume is largest at the start of the day and decreases during the day. But not AMC, which reaches 81% a few hours later. Now 25 million shares go to the off-exchange and 1.5 million to the NYSE. This is to demonstrate you every time what happens when AMC deserves their price discovery. Every time AMC exhibits even the slightest comeback, investors' bullishness from what it should be is immediately greeted with restraint. I find it intriguing that we know this is manipulation from this tiny bit. It describes AMC's current status. Retail traders send roughly 90% of AMC trades to darts. A financial expert blames them for utilizing a brokerage account that doesn't. Why are all the HYMC purchases going directly to lights on those brokerages by the same persons buying AMC? The retail trader asks. Stop complaining about losing money on a collapsing movie theater firm, financial expert. I know it drags on, but I think it conveys the idea. This is a made-up item, but it depicts what happens. A retail trader and a financial specialist don't talk, but AMC does when we look at everything else. We know dark pool and the manipulation is happening. I saw this and think it's real because Nvidia would trade at $2 if AMC's market tricks are also happening. Market makers establish asset prices. This is why only a financial system crash may reveal naked swimmers. Many people said that dark pool usage exists for all other stocks, which I agree with, but none to the extent of AMC to GME. And if Nvidia had experienced 80% and higher DOE pool volume in its early days, it would never have seen real price discovery. In addition, if Nvidia were faced with billions of tokens, if crypto businesses offered tokens of these shares, and if these $100 billion swap positions are disguised in bankrupting companies, if they existed, Nvidia would trade at the same price. That's why we need to know what's going on, because while HYMC is suppressed, you'll still see that it's rising as it should because of the silver and gold markets. AMC's 8 buyers also acquired HYMC. You rarely see HYMC manipulated. You can see the short but not the double use. As we've noted, AMC usually rises with the box office. This happened with Cineoc. IMAX did that, but AMC doesn't do of the dark pool and many other factors. Since AMC suppresses even the slightest movement, we must understand why. This follows on from our discussion. Bigger pushback from these institutions shows how big the crisis is and how much money is at stake. Now, Ryan Cohen is mentioned. Please take this with a grain of salt and check it out yourself. It took Porsche 3 years to squeeze the Volkswagen. Cohen has been with AMC for 2 years, but the option appeared on a big $2 call. I think we're near. Cohen is considering buying a call AMC to put AMC and GME together to squeeze. As we said yesterday in terms of the digital collapse between AMC and GME, so there are so many things happening right now. And we've talked about recently about the call options going very volatile for AMC, and every time we see the core options increasing volatility, volume, and price, we know that something is going on, and that if we could continue an increase on top of the volume, we would see a we can make them lose money. We've done this many times. Stock and shorts had to pay hundreds of millions and billions of dollars because of these things. Today, we could be in that position. Like I stated, this may be a theory. This is seen in call options. However, there is number 100% proof that a partnership leads to essential options. We don't know if Ryan Cohen's play is complete. Obviously, it may happen. Joshua Sky is another option. We also discussed share price estimates. Everyone has different prices, and we discussed how all previous values are logical. Given our past, this is highly likely. Joshua Sky says, If you expected $5,000 to $10,000 a share during AMC squeeze before the reverse split, that's now $50,000 to $100,000. We've been 5 years. We're not selling. We're not playing. Wait as long as it takes. $100,000 per share is serious. As always, do not listen to me or anyone else about the price you want to exit at. We understand that departure prices vary for everyone. We must comprehend that you must know your share price. Though your expectations may differ from others, you should still be informed. Understand all manipulations. Be aware of all the suppression. Learn about tokens, synthetics, FTDs, swaps, and more. Then decide on a price. Price can be anywhere, though. We've discussed this. Real price discovery should put AMC in the hundreds even without a squeeze. When discussing a squeeze, we cover everything. Settlement of synthetics, swaps, tokens, and FTDs must be covered. We saw thousands and tens of thousands. Again, establish your own price, but make sure you understand. Significantly, Michael Burr says his GME Part 2 pieces will likely publish Monday morning. Michael Burr has exposed this before. He said that if the volume gets too high and they can't reset everything or rehypocate shares, things go wrong. Right now with everything that's going on, and I'll definitely watch what he posted. But if we can see massive volume coming in again on both sides, margin calls from the silver side from all these from the Japanese yen, and volume on AMC and GME will see things happen. I suggested other markets besides AMC and GME because of everything going on. First, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, and other big banks, $203 trillion in derivatives caused an everything bubble. For those who have been watching my videos for a while, we've talked about these synthetic derivative holdings owned by large banks that are once in the trillions. We discussed how, if this blew up, it would produce a big commotion, something they attempt to avert every day. However, the silver market may be ending that. First, silver reaches $100 for the first time. Silver has made history virtually daily for the past few days. Silver prices are at an all-time high and will only rise. Now that's great for us. As mentioned, several apes have joined HYMC. Even if you didn't buy HYMC, holding AMC will help your investment. That will affect AMC earnings. HYMC also has enormous call option volume. It's big already. Several places are experiencing gamma squeezing. Another gamma squeeze in HYMC might raise it, coupled with individuals buying in miners. Another topic is how the CEO is talking about silver crossing 104 the third time and gold near 5,000. Flight to hard assets accelerates. Her point is that demand is still rising. High roof demand will rise if gold and silver demand rises. Hero is up 8.59% today after multiple double-digit dates for HYMC. So this is great. Additionally, this is one of the major silver market short sellers. Against junior miners and banks like AMC, many will sell $100 and even short. But that's the gasoline to break through $100 and trigger a short squeeze or strong. FOMO, silver reaching $100 is a major psychological milestone. Day traders recognize psychological levels and $100 prices. Psychologically, it's excessive, but I expect extreme volume at times like this. We've seen what happened to short sellers before. Since banks are trying to cap at the present level, I think we'll see another volume surge. They're trying to keep SRV from breaking $90 because another large call option goes in the money. It will spark the gamma squeeze, intensifying the short squeeze. Remember the gamma squeeze victims of the short squeeze? The banks that supply short AMC institutions will lose money. If they're burned out in these roles, these institutions won't get money or suppress AMC because two illiquidity issues. If SLV breaks $90, another significant chunk will start the gamut squeeze. Given that Share Silver Trust is already at $90, we must comprehend that. Just if we can keep the money coming in. Shanghai silver prices at $110.50 per ounce are another factor for the silver price rise. The premium over COMEX is rising to $12, which is significant because this is the leading indication. Additionally, we're providing costs in different places. See Japan 145, UAE 165, China 140. These numbers are different since 110.5 isn't including VAT and 140 is. We'd use this premium, but you can too. The premium must always be VAT if utilized for VAT. The premium without VAT must always be used. That's easy, but it's occurring. We know premiums are rising. Evidently, silver prices will keep rising. Another issue is that the Japanese government just intervened in the FX market by selling treasuries for USD, so they dumped to buy and bolster the yen. We talked about this worrying concern and are seeing it materialize. They don't want the market to crash. Without active aid, they're essentially throwing sand into an infinite pit and hope to fill it. But it feels like everything will collapse if they stop trying and intervening. As always, financial advisor, take salt. Conduct your own research. See you next time.